front of town hall too, things like that. So, but again, this is only we only utilize it at the discretion of either Ms. Burgess or also council requesting Ms. Burgess to do this though.
So are we ready for a vote?
Yep.
Bishop?
Yes.
Black?
Yes.
Beasley?
Yes.
Pace?
Yes.
Riddle?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
Alright. Moving on to the next one, which is a motion to approve contractor quote Guy P. Riddle not to exceed $14,000 for repairs to Payne Street.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So page 74, you have the scope of work and the bid for Guy Riddle in the amount of $13,065. This is something that we've been trying to deal with on Payne Street for quite a while. We just always tried to figure out a solution and just couldn't get to it, though. It kept getting pushed back, and I hate to use one of those overused phrases in politics, kicking the can down the road. It's literally. So we asked the town staff to find a contract with Mr. Will, see if we can make this work, though. This is hopefully a good solution. Is it the best perfect solution? I would say there's no perfect solution at this time, though, but hopefully this will improve the problems we see on Payne Street with the runway water that brings just vermin, literally, down that road, though, causing problems, though, so. This was recommended by committee by 2-0 vote, and I hope the pleasure of the council to adopt this proposal.
Alright, so again, coming from committee, that requires no second. Is there any discussion?
Long overdue.
Exactly, perfectly said, Mr. Thompson, long overdue.
So, understanding that this is an unbudgeted amount, do we know how we're gonna pay for that?
There wasn't a particular discussion about this portion though, unlike another item where we come from, but we do have reserve funds if needed, though, we have to come to that part though through our agreement with the Department of Corrections.
Alright, so thinking about reserve funds for that.
Potentially, but, because it's 14,000, we may not go there though, but we just, it's one of those ways to approach, see how things go by, the end of the this current fiscal year.
So are we gonna decide that before we award the contract to Mr. Riddle, or are we gonna tell him to go ahead and?
I would say we just go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
It needs to be done.
Okay. Are we ready for a vote? Bishop?
Yes.
Black?
Yes.
Beasley?
Yes.
Pace?
Yes.
Riddle?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
All right, moving on to the next one, a motion to approve contractor quote from Rogerson Heating and Cooling to replace 2 HVAC units at Shadow Medical Center for $75,000.
Madam Mayor, item C is what I would refer to as an emergency matter. That is easy enough. It was briefly highlighted in Ms. Burgess's report requesting from Mr. Fisk that we already have one HVAC system that is not working. And there's another one that its failure is imminent. So we had discussion on whether or not we should just do one of that, which would have been, I think it was $37,500 just for one. But then we also felt that because the second one its failure is imminent, wouldn't it just be best to get both of them done at the same time, which I think was highlighted, I think it was Mr. Thompson said though, it would save the town at least $9,000 at least if we did them both at once.
These things are so massive,
Yeah.
that, what is it, 15 tons?
They're huge.
That's not the weight, it's the unit, it's the output, but it's gonna require, a crane to settle. So it doesn't make sense to have a crane out there and then come back and do it again, we'll lose money, so.
Yeah. And also, depending on when it fails, we still have to actually use the I-work to keep it count of inflation. There's no guarantee that one unit would be where it is right now, though. So it's just more prudent that we get this done now.
Right.
Especially that we've already entered a contract with Palm Source and possibly, maybe, they will buy the facility afterwards. And this might maybe help convince them in the future, probably go in that route.
All right.
So it was approved, it was recommended by Public Service Committee by 2-0 vote, so move this adoption.
All right, so that's again from committee, requires no second. I think we've discussed it. Are we ready for a vote?
Can I ask one question? Is it typical, Will or Sarah, whoever can speak to this, the 5-year part warranty, is that typical? I thought maybe it would be a little bit higher.
Commercial tends to be short.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Thompson.
All right.
If I,
May I, Mr. Pace?
Yes.
If you would, are you okay with the motion coming out being an emergency appropriation or ordinance?
Yeah, I mean,
It sounds like it is. and I
It's an
think it-
emergency, yeah. I think what you're trying to go at though is, in the motion, probably amend the motion saying this is an emergency use of, town's power, I guess. Or
Correct.
some lingo there though. So I'm happy to make an amended motion to say that for emergency purposes, that we move to approve the quote from Rogers Heating and Cooling, to replace 2 HVAC units for $75,000. So that's my amended motion that will require a second.
Thank you.
And do we then require a second now that it's been
Yes.
amended? Someone second, please. Mr. Black? Mr. Black seconded, I think we've discussed it, and now we're ready for a vote.
Bishop,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Easley.
Yeah.
Pace,
Yes.
Riddle,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right, moving on to the next one, motion to approve contractor quote from BMI Security to install a new Honeywell security system.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. If you turn to page 76 of your packet, though, you'll see the proposal from a EMI Security Ops Stewart, though. This needs upgrading, though, and Chief Lawson helped lead the effort in trying to find a improvement to the situation we have right now, though. This just improves our fire suppression system in Town Hall, though. As mentioned in the motion, it was for $2,219 and a cellular monitoring monthly fee of $18. This was recommended by the Budget Committee by a 2-0 vote, I so move its adoption.
All right, coming out of committee, that just requires no second. Are we ready for, do we have any discussion?
Chief, would you like to explain what our problem is now with what we've got?
With what we've got now, it's not even sending the signal to Central Station. We can come in the building and the fire alarm will be going off and nobody was ever notified. That's not good to have with fire alarms going off and nobody being to work. This will get all of that under the same system that the alarm system's under. It'll just be one reporting agency.
What's a typical lifespan of these systems?
I've had mine for 5 years and it's just now starting to cause a problem.
Okay,
But we were working with 2 different entities at
Yes.
this point, so we'll
Correct, it's getting all under
consolidate
one.
all that and just be one.
all right, we ready for a vote? Madam Clerk?
Bishop,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Easley.
Yes.
Pace,
Yes.
Riddle.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right, we've already tackled item E, so we'll move on to F, the Virginia Freedom of Information Act billing policy.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The final item in the rule pay show, I can take a little bit of break after that, hopefully. So if you turn to page 79A, though, this is the Freedom of Information Act request billing policy we have, though. As you know, citizens, individuals are welcome to almost any document that comes from a local or state government, though, in this particular case, the town of Chatham. But we have seen an uptick in some FOIA cases of, and the thing is, while it is to have people watching out for how, what things go in town government, it does, when we have a